Hey guys, and welcome to the latest in the Sleepy Talk podcast. And thank you, James, for coming and listening to my posh voice again.
It's always a pleasure, mate. You know I love being here.
So, how was your week off, James? How was it? You have fun?
Mate, it's busy as always. I wish, you know what I mean? Fun gets slipped in here and there, but busy, man. Let me tell you, getting stuff done and forgetting to do things and, just, busy doing nothing but a lot at the same time. It's strange, but, this is the life I lead.
Oh, 100%. I get that. I long for those days again.
Yeah, I was going to say. Parenthood.
Busy doing nothing.
Yeah, this is it.
No, so, well, as long as you've been all right, that's great. Fantastic news. Obviously, you missed out last week. Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well,
Come on,
yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good.
Daughter's first birthday this weekend,
yes,
you know.
Belated happy birthday. I think I said it before, but I've said it after as well. Covered both bases before and after.
Just never on the day.
Just not on the day. No. I got the door. I've sandwiched the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's a good year. I mean, it's flown by, but at the same time, given that we've been locked up, like, I'm surprised she's not 3 yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a bit mad. So yeah. Good. But
amazing, mate. Amazing.
You missed out last week. So
yes,
we had some crystals.
One, mate. A good one. I was going to say a good one. Yeah, a little. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely there. That little branching off from the path, but mate, it all comes back around because, like you say, it's the supernatural and all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? And the dimensions. It's all around us. It all comes down around to the same thing. So, mate, it was an interesting discussion. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think that were a nice starter. I do believe that Dan can go balls deep. I think that was
even further than that.
Yeah, I do think that guy can.
That's what you want.
He'll slap down his ley lines on your desk and say, like, "Is this big enough?" You know. He is that guy. He is that guy. But no, fantastic. I mean, he's probably watching because he does like to watch every now and then. So thank you last week, Dan. Thank you for last week, should I say?
Awesome, mate. Awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. So this week, if you can't tell by the thumbnail or the background that's on, we're going to be talking about not just the Smeagol game, but Lord of the Rings in general.
Oh, yes.
But when I say in general, I mean just the new stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
Not the old stuff, but we might touch up on it.
It'll probably relate somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, all swings and roundabouts. It all comes full circle.
All the same universe, mate, yeah.
Exactly. So, if I'm annoying you, because I've got a soother in my mouth, I do apologise. However, I'm going to mute myself now because we've just watched the Smeagol trailer. James, that thought that you were holding, let it go. Let it go free.
I will. Now, I'll just go in general. To be fair, it's difficult really because there's two sides to this in a big way. There's my love for Lord of the Rings and everything involved in it. I'm very interested to see where they would go with the Smeagol game, like the time it's set in, the actual objective of the game, if you will, because, Smeagol spent a lot of time down, do you know what I mean? Down under the mountains, not really doing a great deal. So I'm interested to see, where that goes. But at the same time, as much as, like I say, the positive side of being like, awesome, always love Middle-earth content, fantastic. Gollum again. Now, love Gollum as a character, genuinely I do. In the context of what he's in, he fits in nicely, but he's like that. He's that constant itch you can't scratch. Do you know what I mean? It's not, not in the good way. Like he's in Lord of the Rings, great. He's in The Hobbit because he was in The Hobbit, great, right? Books, he's there, he's in both. You understood that, great. Then Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, boom, Gollum. Do you know what I mean? Like every time something comes out that's Lord of the Rings related, it's just like, oh, look who it is. Do you know what I mean? He's always back. He's always there. And he's a character that I feel they really do like rinse and repeat. And there's so many great characters and rich stories in the Middle Earth universe that just put Gollum to bed for a bit, And it's like, and if this game is going to be good, well, we better hope Andy Serkis is on that voice acting. Do you know what I mean?
Like, it doesn't sound like he is. It doesn't.
And I didn't think he would be. I'll be honest with you. I'm saying, let's hope. I already know it's not true. I already know it's not going to be the case. It's one of those. I just don't, and the look of him as well. Like when you actually saw the title of it when it comes up and whatnot, you see that, and he looks like Gollum. Like the sort of picture that you see afterwards from the the trailer that we watched. You see the picture of him, it's Gollum. Whereas if you guys yourselves, I get the words out. You guys yourselves watch the teaser trailer, which is like less than a minute, Luke, something like that.
Oh yeah, it's like 50 seconds.
Yeah,
you
don't see a lot of his face. Don't get me wrong. It sort of follows behind him a lot, but then when you do sort of see that side profile, it looks just not quite like. Do you know what I mean? You ordered Gollum from Wish. And here he is, and this is what you got. It doesn't quite look like like Gollum, which I understand the whole or maybe an age thing, but he's already kind of haggard by the ring. Like that's not an age thing. It's not because he's old. Do you know what I mean? The ring did that to him.
Yeah.
And he just keeps on going, and no matter what, even from The Hobbit right up to like Lord of the Rings, there's a decent time gap there. He looks identical in both. His look doesn't change. The Gollum that Bilbo comes across and the Gollum that Frodo comes across, same Gollum, same looking. He doesn't look any younger. He doesn't look any older. He's the same guy, as it were. Same creature.
Yeah.
So I've got my reservations. Let's put it that way. It's something that I'll keep a close eye on. But is it something that, like, straight off the rip, am I thinking like I'm on it? No.
I think when it comes to just to go for your last point, because it's the freshest one in my head, Bilbo himself didn't age at all, did he? Because of the ring, up until the point that it was sort of like passed on, and then he started declining rapidly. Now
I mean, hobbits,
live
a long time anyway. They do live like much more than humans do. But yeah, go on.
I know that Smeagol didn't have possession of the ring during this period anyway. He'd lost it. However, between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, or The Fellowship, let's say, even though he didn't have possession of it, I still think it was cursing him. And I think that the curse meant that he just stayed as he is. Because he's a hobbit, but he's definitely not a hobbit right now. Oh
yeah, not anymore. I was going to say he used to be, but obviously the ring like withered him and like decayed him. It's obviously he ended up losing it, and obviously being around, being in Mordor itself, like is never going to help the situation. It's a dark land, with like Sauron is like omnipotent, as it were. He's everywhere all the time, sort of thing.
It looks like he's got a bigger part to play in this as well, Sauron.
Yeah.
There were definitely some whispers that I heard in the trailer. I've not delved too deep into it because I don't want to ruin things. But the other question that I'll sort of ask you, though, is how many bad Lord of the Rings games have there been?
Well, this is it, yeah. There's only one I can think of. I can't quite remember the name of it. Was it like Lords of the North or something like that? I can't remember. It was something to do with the North, I'm sure. I wasn't big on that. I wasn't huge on that, personally. But all the old school ones like Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King.
Yeah.
They were insane games,
Helm's Deep,
absolutely.
That opening mission in Helm's Deep.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They were incredible games. Again, like I mentioned before, the Middle-earth games, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, respectively. Absolutely phenomenal games. Couldn't get enough of them. So good.
Yeah.
And they really do the series justice. When people put their hands on it, 9 times out of 10, they're doing it justice.
So I've got high hopes for this anyway. The studio's not a bad studio either, and the artwork looks good. I think he's definitely a young Smeagol, a young version of Gollum.
Yeah, I think he's like younger. Yeah, I get that.
So because he's got his hair still, it's not all stranded off, and it looks like he works in a call center for the past 50 years.
It could be the graphic style as well, though.
Yeah,
because from what I saw there, I think my big concern is that it's going to be too along the cell shaded lines. My worry is that it's going to look too much like the first thing that comes to my mind, though I love the game and it fits the style and everything, don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel it fits in this context. I feel it looked like it was going to be along like the Sea of Thieves lines. You know,
really?
that sort of like, yeah, in my opinion, man, yeah, like not completely, like I'm not saying like full cartoony, but it seemed to have that air of sort of a bit cell shaded about it. And
I was thinking like Telltale. Not. I was thinking Telltale games and things like that.
That's similar. More similar than you realise, man. Like, absolutely. Like Wolf Among Us and stuff, yeah.
I was just because you said Sea of Thieves, I was thinking of the sea, and then I realised that the actual pirates, they definitely,
I was going to say, think of the buildings, the environments, the character models, not the ocean's ridiculously realistic in that. No. Perfect, man. The Telltale games are another one that are like exactly the same sort of art style. And I'm man, like I'm not a fan of that idea. Like I'm not a fan of that idea.
I'll just have to wait and see. Like I think Gollum as a character is a little bit like Dobby in Harry Potter. Like you hate to have him, but you love him there. And I think everybody that enjoyed Harry Potter,
I prefer Gollum. I've got to say, but I know what you're saying though.
I think everybody was disappointed that Dobby didn't have as much a role in the films as what he does in the books, and it's same as.
So I've been told. Yeah.
What's his name? Oh,
so I've been told.
The poltergeist. There's a poltergeist that was prolific. I can't say the words today.
Prolific, yeah.
Yeah, in the books, he was such a nightmare.
In the books, right?
Yeah, he was such a nightmare in the books. Like he very, very strong character, and they just left him out of the films. And he's another one that was like, and I feel like Gollum is one of those characters where if you leave him out, a lot of people are going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I get that.
He is like a thorn that you can't get rid of, but at the same time, you're glad he's there.
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. Yeah, I do know what you're saying. I do.
I don't know whether he needs a whole game to himself, though. I'd be interested to see if it'll be similar, like we discussed before, like a Little Nightmares vibe, where you've got like a few chapters.
Personally, sorry, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, just a few chapters that are very sort of lore orientated. You have to do a few tasks, etc. And it explains certain bits of the story that we didn't get from the actual films. So the spiders, obviously he knows the spiders on the way to Mount Doom. This might be the reason why he knows the spiders.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, like the whole interaction and stuff. To be honest, I mean, like I say, I have a feeling it's gonna. And again, the name escapes me, but I have a strong feeling that it's going to be... my first impression is it's going to be a game along the lines of... Again, I can't remember the name of it, but you play as a goblin, and you're like a little green goblin who's got like, sort of weaponry and stuff. And you're like skulking around, and I can't remember what it's called for the life of me. I'm going to have to look it up.
Well, it'll be there if we find out.
Yeah, I was going to say we will find out, and it will be above 100%. But it's a game where you play as like this little goblin, and like sort of skulking around, sort of fighting things bigger than you. I reckon it's going to be like that. I really do. Yeah. And when you see it, you will actually get a feel for what I mean and be able to sort of comment on whether you agree or not. But yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that it's going to be prompted battle mechanics. So
do you think?
It'll be like roll left, and it'll tell you when to roll. And
quick time event combat.
Then you'll have to like pull something down or run away for a bit, and you have to dodge certain things as you're running. I think it's going to be more like. I hope it's not, because I think Gollum in general, as weak as he is a very strong character.
I'm going to say, but that's the thing, though. He's not as much as people think. Yeah, he's way more cunning, like you say, ruthless, and stronger than you sort of believe, really. And he's not, even though he's like, obviously he's humanoid, and he's like technically supposed to be bipedal, though I suppose he's not really. His movement and whatnot is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah, and he
his own
won't
right.
hesitate to bite your throat out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's just no qualms. He play dirty every time.
Dirty, yeah.
Dirty boy.
Dirty.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll have to revisit this like when some more trailers will come out, or maybe just
definitely we get some gameplay
just
or
stream
something.
it, Just stream it and
check
PT64 out at 12 till 4 BST.
As it is at the minute, yeah. Until this is in so many months' time. And we're back to GMT UK time, best way to put it. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you always gotta love that plug, you know.
I'm gonna love that plug, you know.